Hello students, today we are going to discuss new method under secondary distribution of overheads, that is repeated redistribution method. Now in primary distribution method what we done, whatever overheads as per primary distribution we have got at the end of the primary distribution, that entire amount as per primary distribution will be reallocated from service departments only to production departments. But under this method of repeated redistribution method, whatever overheads we have in service departments, it will not only be allocated or reapportioned, or in secondary distribution it will not be entirely allocated or redistributed to production departments, but also to other service departments. So that is the speciality of this method. Now look at this question. If you have not understood while solving problem, we will understand. Now carefully look at this question. We will start with one question and understand it properly and thoroughly. Now in this question they are given Disha Limited as 3 departments and 2 service departments. The overhead department wise distribution summary shows the following. That means whatever they have given here, these amounts, production department A, B, C and service department X and Y, whatever amounts they have given 8,000, 7,000, 5,000, 2,340 and 3,000, these are the amounts which are as per primary distribution. That means in this problem there is no need for us to do or calculate primary distribution. They have only directly done primary distribution, and total as per primary distribution they have only given. Now what they have given for allocating or for secondary distribution or reapportionment, the service department has overheads of 2,340. So whenever we are doing the redistribution or reapportionment or secondary distribution, this 2,340 has to be allocated to department A, B, C and Y in this percentage. So if you convert this percentage, the ratio will become 2 is to 4 is to 3 is to 1. So this percentage, instead we have to if we convert into ratios, it will become 2 is to 4 is to 3 is to 1. Similarly, when we are reapportioning the overhead cost of department Y to other departments, it has to be allocated in the ratio of 40, 20, 20, 20. Now, if you convert and simplify, again the ratio becomes 4 is to 2 is to 2 is to 2. So this is what they have given. So now what they are asking, show the service department overheads are to be distributed to department under repeated redistribution method. That means they are asking how this overheads as per primary distribution of service department X and Y will be redistributed to other departments under repeated redistribution method. Now how to solve this problem we will understand in a while. Now how we have to do secondary distribution, format remains more or less similar to primary secondary distribution under direct redistribution method. So first you have to write particulars column, second will be ratio, third one total, then again whatever departments they have given in the question you write on the same thing. Now after making these columns or headings, then again what you have to do, you have to start secondary distribution. So how do you start secondary distribution? You have to start with total as per primary distribution. So whatever total as per primary distribution we have got, same amount we have to write. So for department A they have given as 8,000. So department A we will write as 8,000, and department B they have given as department it is 8,000. Department B they have given as 7,000. Then department C we have overheads of 5,000. Then again department X we have 2,340 and department Y we have 3,000. So once this is done, first step is this one. We have to write total overheads as per primary distribution. And what is the total of all these department overheads? It is 25,340. So write down the total in total column. Then again what we have to do? We have to redistribute the expenses of department service department X and Y, that is 2,340 and 3,000 we have to apportion. So first we will apportion this overheads of service department X to other departments. So 2,340 we have to reapportion. So 2,340 we have to reapportion. So whenever we are reapportioning, we have to write from which department we are doing this reapportionment. So reapportionment of department X. So first we will start with department X cost. So whatever overheads cost we have in department X, first we have to allocate this one. So whenever we are allocating from department X, what is the ratio? They are given 20, 40, 30 and 10%. So if you convert into ratio, it will become 2 is to 4 is to 3 is to 1. So in the same ratio, we will allocate the expenses to other department. So for department A, it will be 2,340 into 2,340 into 2 by 10. Sorry, wait a second. It will be for department A, it will be 2,340 into 2 by 10. So we are getting 468. For department B, it will be 2340 into 4 by 10. For department C, it will be 2340 into 3 by 10. And for department Y, it will be 2340 into 1 by 10. Now in department X, you cannot apportion again back to department X itself, because whatever amount is there in department X, you are allocating to other departments. So this entire 2340 amount is completely exhausted in department X. So department X ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ overheads ಇಲ್ಲ, 2340 amount ಏನಿದೆ completely have allocated to other departments. Now whatever overheads we have in service department Y, we have to allocate. Now as per primary distribution, you had 3000. But after you also got a share in this secondary distribution of 234. So this 3000 plus this 234, you have to add it. Now in the service department Y, you have total overheads of 3000 plus 234, making it a total of 3234. So next is 3234 has to be allocated to other departments. So reapportionment of service department Y we have to do. So whenever we are doing reapportionment of service department by, we have to allocate in this ratio of 4:2:2:2. So that percentage, if you convert to ratio, it will become 4:2:2:2. So for department A, it will be 3234 into 4 by 10. So we are getting 1293.6. So we will make it as 1294. 1293.6. So 1294. Now again for department B, it will be 3234 into 2 by 10. How much you are getting? You are getting 646.8. So we will make it as 647. Then again for department C, you are getting 3234 into again 2 by 10. Here also you are getting 646.8. So we will make it as 647. Here also you will get 647, but you have to show one number less, right? And this entire amount of 3234, you have to make it as negative, because entire 234 amount you have already allocated to other departments. Now let us see whether it is matching. 3234. Now after reapportioning from department Y, you are given some share to department X also. So in department X again you have 646. Now the 646 again has to be redistributed. So again we have to do reapportionment of overheads from department X in the same ratio which we have followed earlier, that is in the ratio of 2:4:3:1. So this 646, how do we allocate? This 646 entire amount will be gone. So for department A, it will be 646 into 2 divided by 10. For it will be 129.2. So we'll make it as 129. For department B, it will be 646 into 4 divided by 10. So we are getting 258.4. So we will make it as 258. Then again for department C, it will be 646 into 646 into 3 divided by 10. It is 193.8. So we will make it as 194. Then again we have got 581. So remaining amount whatever is there, 646 into 1 by 10. So 64.6 will make it as 65. So this is how we have to make the reapportionment. Now here how much amount we have? 29. Now after we have again allocated department X cost, now we are given certain share to department Y also. Now in department Y we have 65 rupees. So this 65 rupees again, what we have to do, this 65 again we have to redistribute to other departments. So that means we have to again show the reapportionment of department Y cost, and department Y the ratio is 4:2:2:2. So the 65 has to be allocated in this ratio. Now this entire 65 will be gone. So we'll write it as minus 65. Now for department A, it will be 65 into 4 by 10. Now for department A, it will be 65 into 2 by 10. Now again for department C also, it will be 65 into 2 by 10. Then again for department X also, it will be 65 into 2 by 10. Now, if you total all these things, it is coming to 65, right? So there is no problem. Now, this is also done. Now, again for service department X, we have 13 rupees here. So this service department X whatever we have 13 rupees, that has to be again this 13 rupees whatever we have, it has to be again allocated in the ratio of 2:4:3:1. So again, whatever overheads we have in service department X, again we have to distribute it to other departments. That means this entire 13 rupees will be gone. So we'll write it as minus 13 here. Now for department A, it will be 13 rupees into 2/10. For department A, it will be 13 rupees into 4/10. For department C, it will be 13 rupees into 3/10. For department Y, it will be 13 rupees into 1/10. Now 2.6 we'll make it as 3. Here we'll make it as 5. Here we'll make it as 4. So how much will have 12? That means we will be having only 1 year. Now, after doing the reapportionment of overheads from department X, that is this 13 rupees, we have allocated to all departments in the ratio of 2:4:3:1, right? Now we have only 1 rupee in the service department Y. Now, whenever the overheads in service department, whether it is X or Y, so whenever we are doing secondary distribution under repeated redistribution method, please remember whenever the overheads in service departments reaches single digit, it may be 1 or 2 or 3. Whenever it reaches single digit, what we have to do, this entire amount of 1 rupee, it has to be allocated to that particular department which has the highest number of shares. So this 1 rupee which is available in the service department Y has to be reallocated, right? Now this how we have to allocate service department Y cost, we have to allocate. In service department Y we have 1 rupee. Now service department Y cost, when we are allocating, we have to follow the ratio of 4:2:2:2. Now out of this 4:2:2:1, department A will be having highest share, that is share in the total ratio is 4. Remaining all other departments, the share is only 2. So this entire 1 rupee, instead of allocating in this ratio and converting into decimals, we have to avoid decimals here. So instead of allocating this 1 rupee in this particular ratio, this entire 1 rupee will allocate to that particular department which has highest share. So which department has highest share? Department A. So that entire 1 rupee will be allocated directly to department A. So in all other cases, we cannot do any allocation. So this is how we have to solve the secondary distribution under repeated redistribution method. That means in repeated redistribution method, until unless the amount in the service departments becomes 0, we have to keep on allocating the amount. So after allocating this amount, whatever 1 rupee we had, we have already allocated. So overheads as per both service departments is becoming 0. So till the overheads will become 0 in service departments, we have to again repeatedly do the redistribution. So that is why this method is called as repeated redistribution method. Hope you have all understood. In case if you have not understood, please to ask me today itself. Thank you.